to our business study class for today. In our business study class, we are going to cover a number of areas. In our last class, we talked about net profit, turnover, gross profit, overhead costs, sales, purchase, and the rest of them. Today we are going to see distribution in business. This course helps us to see how we can carry out business effectively. And in our distribution topic today, we are covering 4 areas: meaning of distribution, channels of distribution. Under these channels too, we talk about the functions of these channels. The functions of these channels. The functions of the channels of distribution. Then we will talk about when does production end? Where is the end product of production? These are the 4 areas we are going to cover in our class for today. When you hear the word distribution, it just implies spreading goods across so that those who need it will get it and use it to satisfy their wants. Spreading goods across, goods and services across, products and services across, so that those who need it will buy it, use it to satisfy their wants. That is just distribution. But I did a small note to help you go through it at your own time. This is the process by which products and services are moved from manufacturing point to the consumers who are the end users. This is the process by which products and services moves from manufacturing points, from point of production, to the consumers who are the end users. That's just production. Distribution, sorry. So when you manufacture goods, this is where our aids to trade comes in. It is transported down to where these goods are needed, these services are needed, these produce are needed, for final consumers to have access to it. That's just distribution. Now we're going to see channels of distribution. We're going to see various channels at which products moves from the production point, from the manufacturing point, to end users. Let's go to the next point, the channels of distribution. This is our second point in our class today, the channels of distribution. Channels of distribution. We've talked about the meaning of distribution. What are the channels of distribution? We have about 6 channels. We're going to see how this channel work. The first channel moves from producers to agents, from agents to wholesalers, from wholesalers to retailers, and from retailers to consumers, or final consumers. From producer to the agent, from agent to wholesaler, from wholesaler to retailer, from retailer to consumers. That is the first channel. We have 5 chains that are connecting them: the producer, the agent, the wholesaler, the retailer, and we have the consumer, which they are the final end users of these products. We have the second channel. The second channel have to do with the producer to wholesaler, wholesaler to retailer, retailer to final consumers. You take note here that one of the chains are off, which is the agent. The agent is eliminated in the second channel of distribution. And so the wholesaler just goes to the producer, buys from the producer instead of going through an agent and then sell to retailers. Retailers sell to final consumers. That's the second channel, which is the second chain in the distribution process. Then the third chain will have the producer to the agent. Now, the wholesaler is eliminated in the third process. And then the agent connects retailers. And then retailers sell to consumers. So the wholesaler have been eliminated in the second one. And in the second one, agent was eliminated. Then the number 4 channel, we have the producer to the agent and the agent to consumers. So the agent connects consumers who comes to buy. Then the 5th channel will have producer to wholesalers. Then from wholesalers to consumers. This time the retailer is eliminated. And remember, the retailer is equally eliminated in point 4. And then the 6th one, the producer to the consumer. I omitted one of the channels. I'll take that as number 7. It's supposed to come at number 6, which will be producer to retailers and then to consumers. At this last point, this number 6 was supposed to be the number 7th one, but I omitted it here, so I put it down there. Take notes while doing that. And so, in our 6th channel, I'm going to explain these as 6 and these as 7. In our 6th channel, the producer is the first who brings out the product. Then the retailer omits the agent, omits the wholesaler, and goes directly to the producer, then buys and connects his customers. Then the final process is where the producer connects consumers directly. So we have 7 channels of distribution. 7 channels. I'm still going to use the diagram to talk about the functions of each of these chains, members belonging to these chains. The producer is the one who gets the raw materials, make produce, put it out for sale. The agent is one who goes to meet the producer, make connection with the producer, register as an agent to market for the producer. While the wholesaler are bulk buyers who goes to the agent to tell them to source for products for them in order to stock in their warehouses. That's where our aids to trade comes into. And then the wholesalers stock in bulk. The retailers are individuals who buy in small quantities of varieties of items, stock in their shop. And then the consumers are end users. The consumers are end users. If you have missed our class on trade, go back there. You will see the function of the retailer and the wholesaler. That will help you to understand this chain, because you know the function of the wholesaler, you know the function of the retailer, you will know who the producers are. So we've seen the function of a producer. He makes the product, gets it from his raw state, process it till it gets to its finished goods, give it out, brings it out, give it to consumers to consume to satisfy their wants. And the agent is one who goes to the producer to market for the producer. Sometimes the agent undertakes advertising on behalf of the producer and communicates it out to people. Most times they equally house it in their own warehouse. Then they go to wholesalers who buy in bulk and stock in their warehouses, and then sell to retailers who buy in small quantities. That's retailer who buys a small quantity of different kind of product and then sell to final consumer. So in this topic, this subtopic, we've seen the channels of distribution. So there are 7, and we'll see the functions of each of these channels: the producer, the agent, the wholesaler, the retailer, and the final consumer. We have seen their function. Now let's see who are the end users? How does a goods get to these end users? When can a goods be said to have ends its chain, ends its life cycle? Let's identify when production ends. When can we say that a product gets to its end, or its life cycle have completed? Because the cycle comes from those channels: producers, agents, wholesaler, retailers, consumers. So a product is said to have ended its life cycle when it has served the needs of the customer, when the goods have gotten to the hands of final users, when final users have finally bought the product and it has satisfied their wants, they have used it, and they are satisfied with what they have gotten. That is when we say the product's life cycle have ended, and that is when we can say that production ends. If a producer produces and is still in the warehouse of the wholesaler or the agent, it has not ended the cycle. If the producer produces and is still in the hands of retailers, it has not ended the cycle. Even when producer produces and consumer buys and they did not use it, it's useless. And so until the consumer, which is the last customers in the chain, gets satisfaction for what they bought and they've used it to satisfy their wants, at that point in time we can say that the product life cycle have ended. The cycle of that product have ended. Let me summarize what I have written for you on the whiteboard. Production of goods and services is said to have ended when the goods or services produced have reached the hands of the ultimate consumer. It implies that until product gets to its end users, we cannot say that production has ended. We cannot say. We cannot say that production has ended. Production of goods and services is said to have ended when the goods or services produced have reached the hands of the ultimate users or consumers. It implies that until product gets to its end users, we cannot say that production has ended. We cannot say that production has ended. So production can only end when it has gotten to the ultimate consumer. This is the word here. Ultimate consumers. If it gets to these people, they've used it, we can say production have ended. So this is the 4 areas we have covered in our business study class for today: the meaning of distribution, the channels of distribution, functions of each of these channels found in the chain, then when is a product said to have met its end. We have seen all of this. So please go through the video again and again. There are recurring questions in your commerce class, your business study class, your economics class. So it is important for you. Try to watch them. If you're offering economics, watch it. If you're offering business study, watch it. If you're offering commerce, still watch it. Because it's a recurring topic in different areas of our commercial classes. I always tell you, these classes are interrelated. Business study, economics, accounting, commerce, data processing, they are all interrelated. They work hand in hand. So one class will help you to understand another class. It was nice having you on Class Online School today. Thank you for being part of us. Please, if you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Subscribe. We've hit 1K subscribers. We are going to 2K subscribers. Share our videos. Make it fast so that others can get to know what we do here. If you have suggestions, suggest below the comment box. If you have questions, ask below the comment box. I will give you feedback. If there are courses you cannot find on the channel, you can head over to our classonlineschool.com. at our website, classonlineschool.com. You will see the courses there. You can purchase them for a token. But if you can navigate through the channel, you find them for free. I am happy you are my community, and I'm happy to always be here. Remember, this program is not just a monologue. It's not just me talking. I want you to contribute. I want you to talk. I want you to suggest. I want you to tell me areas you don't understand. I want you to appreciate if you like what we are doing. Give us thumbs up. Tell us we are doing well below the comment box. That way we know we are doing, imparting something important in your life. Until I come your way next time, please remember to always go over the videos again and again. That will become part of you, because that's why we have it as mobile class, online class. Learn everywhere as you go. Thank you.